Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today it is Technique Tuesday, and yes, I am coming to you early. I have some plans. I have to be gone tonight, so I thought I would come on live a little earlier in the day. You can catch the replay if you're not catching me right now, but I am going to show you Tuesday's tips and techniques. Let's change the camera and get started. All right, if you are, this technique that I'm going to show you today is an oldie but a goodie. It uses embossing folders, and you can do this technique with any of the embossing folders that you might have. I'm using the Dandelion 3D embossing folder for this technique. It is a simple technique using your embossing folders in a different way and getting a wow technique or factor out of that. So this is the one that was on my blog today that was done with crumb cake ink. This one I did with the Rococo Rose. The Rococo Rose is one of those in colors that is on the retired list and will be gone come May 4th. So if you love it, you're going to want to get it now. Some of it might already be retired and gone for good, so check that out. You can view or see any of the supplies on my blog, www.TheStampCamp.com. If there's anything that you would like to order, please use my host code for April. I appreciate that so very much. We are going to be using the Dandelion 3D embossing folder, and this is a 6x6 folder. And one side is lumpy or up, and then the other side is down inside the folder. We are going to be doing this technique on the side that is dipped down into the folder, and it's the side that has that Stampin' Up! Logo on it. I thought we'd change up the color, and we'll go with a Seaside Spray. This is another color that is an in color that is retiring. Come May 4, you will not be able to get any of the Seaside Spray products. They will be gone. So we're going to take that ink pad, and what you're going to do is you're just going to ink that embossing folder with your ink. So I'm kind of going all around. This is one of those techniques that you will get a different result every time depending on how much ink you apply, how the ink leaves little lines on the embossing folder, which will transfer to your cardstock. But I kind of like that. I think it gives it a crackled type paint look, crackled paint look. That looks pretty good. I've gotten my area I think I need covered pretty well. Now we're going to bring in a piece of basic white cardstock. You can cut it to any size that you like. I cut mine 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 by 5. I'm going to place that on there, and then I'm just going to close my folder. Now I'm going to bring in my cut and emboss machine. I have found that with the Dandelion Garden embossing folder that it just needs a little extra shim to get a nice imprint. So I got my plate, got my cardstock. I'm going to put on, I'm going to turn this so my cardstock covers the whole piece that's in there. Put my plate on top. This is plate number 4 for embossing. And we're going to run that through there. And I'm just going to go back, and then I'm going to come back this way, just because I want to make sure I got nice pressure and my piece moved, but I think it survived. It looks gorgeous. Now you can kind of see, let me get this out of the way, what I mean by it gives it that crackled paint look. You can see it's kind of spotty and white, but I like that. I like the variation in the color. Now with your folder, just take that to your kitchen sink and run it under the water, and that will clean up beautifully. Or take your chamois and rub it over and clean it up that way. You don't want to leave that ink in there too long. So now what I did was I matted this on a piece of basic white again. So we're going to attach it. And it's just an eighth of an inch larger than the piece that we embossed. And because it moved in there, it kind of gave me motion in my dandelions. See how this is more crisp, where this is more like it's flowing? Trying not to get a glare. Let me see here. Maybe if I turn that, oh, that helps. All right, so the next thing I did was use this gorgeous, it is the polka dot tulle ribbon. Now this is on the retired list as well, so you're going to want to grab that. I'm just going to bring it across like so. I think that's plenty long enough. Grab my scissors, and we're going to just tie it in a knot first. I keep it nice and tight. And I'm holding that knot, and then I'm going to just pull this, tighten it, and then we'll tie our bow. I thought this ribbon went so nice with the dandelions. It kind of gives you that little dandelion effect in the ribbon. So there's my ribbon, and I'm going to take a glue dot because I like to hold it in place. So I'm just going to put that there and then push my ribbon into that glue dot, and that gives nice, stays right in place where I want it. Trim that up a little bit. Now I'm going to come in with my card base. Now you could use the Seaside Spray, but I really like the look of the crumb cake cardstock as my card base. It's a great neutral color to use. I love it. I just think it helps to pop that whole card up. I'm going to attach it. The ribbon is sold out. I don't know. It may be. It is the last kind of week or so of celebration. So if you got things on your wish list that you were waiting on, I wouldn't wait too long, and I would nab them today. The sentiment that I used on my cards is from the mini messages, and this is a bundle, meaning you have the stamp set, which I have behind me, and then coordinating dies. So I ink the whole stamp set. It is one big stamp set. I ink the whole thing up, and then I die cut it out. And then I put it in an empty container, so that way when I need a sentiment, I can just come in. I like that. And grab my sentiment and go. Oops, got a little heart there left. Now I'm going to come in with a dimensional on my sentiment. I think I'm just going to do one. I'm going to put a glue dot on my card where I'm going to put my dimensional, just kind of to hold that ribbon down in place. And then I'll come in with my just a card to say hello. And then my card has to have its bling, so I'm going to come in with some of those pearls, and you can place them wherever you would like. Oh, you little rascal. Oh. Right there, and then I'm going to do another one like right there. So that is it. Isn't that a quick and easy way to use those embossing folders? Add a pop of color to your card and that embossing folder as well. So here we have the Seaside Spray. This is the Rococo Rose, and then we have the crumb cake. I think they are gorgeous, beautiful in person. Again, if you like what you've seen, let me switch my camera here. If you like what you've seen, make sure that you like, share, and follow. If you are new to my YouTube channel, make sure that you click on the little bell in the upper right hand corner so you get notified when I go live. If you are on my Facebook page, make sure that you like, share, and follow. Give me those thumbs up, hearts, love. I love all the yays I get and the shares. If you need any of the supplies, please visit my blog, www.TheStampCamp.com. Click on that list of supplies under the video, or you can go to my blog. Please make sure you use that host code. I appreciate that. That is it for today. I hope you enjoyed Tuesday's tips and techniques. It was an oldie but a goodie. Thanks for stopping by.